బాలీవుడ్‌లో తన యాక్టింగ్ ద్వారా లవర్ బాయ్ ఇమేజ్‌ను యాక్షన్ హీరో ఇమేజ్‌ను సొంతం చేసుకున్న వివేక్ ఒబెరాయ్ ఇప్పుడు తెలుగులో 'రక్త చరిత్ర' సినిమాతో డెబ్యూ చేయబోతున్నారు. మరి ప్రతాప్ రవి క్యారెక్టర్‌లోని ఆయన చేసిన హార్డ్ వర్క్ గాని, ఆ రోల్ గురించి మరిన్ని విశేషాలను వివేక్‌తో మాట్లాడి తెలుసుకుందాం. Vivek, this role must have been very tough for you because you have never seen it before, you never heard it before. Or so, what kind of hard work went, or how did you prepare yourself for the role?
I think most importantly, I didn't know this kind of world existed. Ramuji showed me this the script and told me the story, and I was shocked that in today's India, in Andhra, there's such a strong kind of emotional violence that goes on even right now. But then I realized as I kept going deeper into it that studying, the character, looking at reading interviews or reading file footage or watching video, TV interviews, I realized that there are two aspects to the character. One is the physical. So I wanted to look, speak, sit, walk with a certain dignity, with a certain power, that comes from the character. I wanted to grow my mustache, which was another very difficult process to keep growing it, keep trimming it, maintaining it, keeping it on for a year. That was a very big challenge. And then the second aspect which I was talking about outside the physical was the mental and emotional aspect. The mindset of a person. To understand what the pain must have been, how difficult the pain must have been in the person's life for it to become that anger, for it to become that power. To understand the mind of a man who decides, Pratap Ravi's character is the son of a farmer. So from being a normal, non-criminal man to becoming what he became, to stand up with nothing but one sickle in his hand and a belief and a faith that I will bring justice and I will bring the rights of my people to my people, enough of oppression to my people, and he stood up to fight. That power that comes from inside, that power you see in the eyes. There's steel in the eyes. So every time I had to perform Pratap Ravi, even when I was shooting, I used to just constantly in the morning go into one state of mind, and when I used to get up like that in front of the camera, I transform into this man with a lot of power and steel,
Yes, that hard work had translated because when we see the trailers, we saw that, the kind of Vivek that we have seen earlier to this film, and the character that we saw you in this film is completely so contrasting. So how is it? How is the response to the trailers, especially for your role?
My family has loved it. My friends have absolutely loved it.
Oh, it must be easy for you to act in Hindi version because that's a known turf for you. But how is it? How difficult it is acting in Telugu and Tamil? Because the language is new for you. Uh, the whole character is altogether again doing it for three versions at a time. How difficult it is for you?
It's a very big challenge because you have to perform according to the emotion of the people of the region. You feel that you have to feel every language, every culture has its own. Uh, in Hindi, there's a word we use called sur. It has its own pitch in terms of an emotional level, emotional sur. So that's very difficult to catch. You have to know a culture, know a people to get that. But I felt comfortable, and Ramuji feels that I've done a very good job even in Telugu. I've spoken the lines and actually even dubbed in Telugu.
Okay.
But then last minute, I think he decided he didn't want to take a chance and he got it dubbed. I dubbed in Telugu and Tamil also.
Okay.
But that's the intention. The intention is to, I love Telugu cinema.
No, what major difference did you find between Bollywood and Tollywood? Because you have seen both worlds.
I feel that somehow Telugu cinema is a lot more sincere. They take a lot less for granted. They're a lot more passionate and they try to work, uh, within a certain budget, within a certain framework of time. Everybody in the morning starts in the morning. So it isn't that it's a 9 o'clock shift and everybody is coming at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and things like that. Sometimes that happens in Hindi cinema. So I liked that. I liked the passion for the art, in Telugu cinema a lot.
Now that you said you dubbed for your lines in the Telugu film, why don't you share a dialogue from Rakta Charitra 1? Let's see how good is your memory.
గన్ పవర్ కంటే ఎప్పటికైనా పొలిటికల్ పవర్ గొప్పది.
Oh God. No, your voice looks, it doesn't look very alien when you speak Telugu. I think maybe after watching the film, we should tell you maybe you should have dubbed the film.
Yeah, maybe. I'm hoping that someday I'll be able to dub my own Telugu picture.
Okay. But how far do you understand the language when
I can understand when people are talking. I can understand what it means now. Little bit. Say 60% I can understand. But speaking is difficult because I'm a little conscious whether I'll say the right thing or not. If you tell me to read a dialogue, it's easy.
okay.
It's very easy for me to learn a language and learn dialogues, but I think if I spend enough time in Hyderabad, I'll learn the language.
రక్త చరిత్ర సినిమాలోని ప్రతాప్ రవి క్యారెక్టర్తో డెఫినెట్గా తెలుగు ఆడియన్స్ ఎంటర్టైన్ చేస్తారని, భవిష్యత్తులో అవకాశాలు వస్తే తెలుగు సినిమాలో యాక్ట్ చేస్తానంటున్నాడు వివేక్ ఒబెరాయ్. పద్మజ, ఎన్టీవీ, హైదరాబాద్.